The Sports Desk gears up for you this fall in the old-fashioned way with some football. El Camino needs to win against Bakersfield if they want to keep their state hopes alive. But does their QB's injury keep them down? And prep football, North hosted El Segundo. Can quarterback George Hernandez and company get the Saxons in the right column? And Bay League action saw West host Palos Verdes in another back-and-forth game for the Warrior football team that might be running out of time to get a playoff spot. The volleyball players on the Knights roster are just starting to get the pieces together in this competitive Delray League. We've got highlights for you. After the gun, it's a friendly mile run under the lights at the Fred Peterson Stadium, with West hosting a few of their Torrance friends getting their kicks. We break down the scores and playoff chances for you on this edition of the Sports Desk, so get fired up because it starts right now. It's down to the wire for those teams trying to reach the postseason. Every juke, kill, sprint, and decision really counts. I'm Bonnie Prickitt, and this is the Sports Desk. Let's go ahead and start with some volleyball. At 4-2 in the Delray League, the Lady Knights volleyball team aren't taking the league crown, but they're definitely getting hot at the right time. Sports Desk reporter Patrick Alog tells us how they did in the match against Mary Star without one of their key players.
For Bishop Montgomery, they're coming in with a record of 10-5 and a record of 3-2 in Delray League play. However, against Marion Star of the Sea tonight, they're going to be without their services of head coach Kevin Norman, as replacing him is assistant coach Rebecca Saracino, making her high school head coaching debut.
It's the first set, currently 7 apiece, has Mary Star currently in control. But coming up, here comes a block from the senior duo of Shannon Dayton and Miranda Davies. It's now 11-10 Bishop Montgomery in the first set, and the serve from Mary Star's Courtney Epie is an ace. It's tied at 11. B. Monty pulling away. It's 20-18 in the first set, and a kill from Juliet McCall makes it 21-18 Bishop Montgomery. It's now 24-20 Bishop Montgomery. The service error gives them set number 1, 25-20. Second set, Bishop Montgomery firmly in control, up 7-0. Overpass to Ashley Murray for the kill. It's 8-0 Lady Knights. Mary Star trying to make a comeback. They're down 12-3, however. Kill, though, from Courtney Epie makes it 12-4 Lady Knights. And now it's 21-14 Bishop Montgomery. And Dargan again from the middle gets the kill. It's 22-14 Bimani. Now 24-14 Bimani, 10 set points. And on a bad pass from Mary Star, gives set 2 to Lady Knights 25-15. Now the third set, it's 5-3 Bishop Montgomery, and Shannon Dayton for the back row with some target practice gets the kill at 6-3 Lady Knights. It's now 16-5 Lady Knights. Mary Star trying to make a comeback here, and Lindsay Colbert with a back row kill makes it 16-6. It's now 19-8 Bishop Montgomery, and freshman Taylor Rudine gets the kill. It's 20-8 Lady Knights. It's now 22-12 Bishop Montgomery, and Mary Star is just trying to put the ball in play. They do, however, Bimani on offense, and Ashley Murray ends the point with the dominant kill. It's now 24-13 Bishop Montgomery. They have 11 match points. However, they don't need any more of them, as Ashley Murray ends the match on the kill. Bishop Montgomery now wins this match 3-0, sweeping Mary Star of the Sea. The Lady Knights are tied for second in Delray League play, and Coach Rebecca Saracino reflected on the progress with 2 matches left.
I think we're doing well. Bria was out for a week. She had pneumonia, so we've kind of been, changing things up while she was gone, and now she's back.
Coach Saracino talked about the overall balance of the team.
Yeah, I think we're doing really well working as a team. I think all the girls have kind of come together a lot more.
We're all really stepping up right now. Everyone's really doing their part. We can throw anyone in any position, and everyone's really pulling through.
For Bishop Montgomery, their record now goes up to 4-2 in Delray League play, as this week they have their final 2 Delray League matches. First against LaSalle at LaSalle, and then their season finale at home against Bishop Amat. By the way, head coach Kevin Norman will be back for those matches. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery, I'm Patrick Alog for the Sports Desk.
Thanks, Patrick, for the wrap-up. The Knights capped off a nice win over Mary Star in 3 straight sets. Ashley Murray contributed 8 kills, and Juliet McCall rang in with 6 of her own and 2 aces on the match. Opposite hitter Shannon Dayton was also big in the win. They finish out league play against LaSalle and Bishop Amat before the playoffs. Let's take a quick look at a few of the other results from the Pioneer League. This is just a sample of all the action ladies of the Pioneer League got into. South whooped up on Centennial, but finished the weekend strong, nabbing 9th place at the Redondo tournament. Congrats, Spartans. And North nails second in the Pioneer League race with a 3-0 sweep over El Segundo. Torrance finishes their regular season play with a win against Centennial. West ended their season on a positive note, winning 2 matches while competing at the Redondo tournament. One against Saugus and another against La Jolla. Let's talk some gridiron action after this short break. North is improving their offensive attack every week, but is it enough to tackle El Segundo? Well, we'll have more highlights and results for you.
Yes, ready. Go get it.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darks there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Find out how you can live United for education. Give, advocate, volunteer. Go to liveunited.org.
Do you wear this?
Welcome back. The North Saxons are pressing forward this season without running back Ryan McDaniel. Todd Croce's crew isn't totally down and out, though, with George Hernandez at the helm at quarterback. And there's still a force in the Saxons' backfield. Ryan Fournier spins these highlights your way.
It's been George Hernandez in his receiving core that have sparked this Saxons offense ever since star running back Ryan McDaniel's been injured since week 2. Some keys for El Segundo is to stop Hernandez in the pass. Will that open up someone else for this Saxons offense for a big game? Let's take it to game action right now. We're going to move ahead later in the first quarter after a quick safety and a touchdown by the Eagles. They kick off right here, leading 9-0, and here's Michael Jurado. Doesn't even need his blockers. He's found a hole on his own, untouched from the 15-yard line. Kickoff return, 85 yards. The Saxons on the board, 9-7, with just about a minute to go in this first quarter. Pumping up the fans, pumping up his team, and they are right back in this. Both teams struggling a little bit. North right here, George Hernandez, trying to find somebody, get a spark for this offense, but he's going to have to run out of bounds. Saxons struggled quite a bit trying to find something to get them going. Saxons forced a punt on this next possession by the Eagles. Austin Brasher, the big junior, 190-pound fullback, with a big run to the 11-yard line, stopped by Cameron Emanuel. That's going to set up this El Segundo touchdown right here, topped off by Austin Brasher, the guy that started it. Now up 19-7. Later in the second quarter, Cameron Emanuel with the handoff and makes a big gain right here. He's been rolling this Saxons offense for this last possession. And then right here, Cameron Emanuel looks like he's about to get into the end zone, but fumbles at the 1-yard line, and the El Segundo Eagles recover, and that's going to finish this first half on a promising drive that Cameron Emanuel got them close to scoring. 19-7 now at the half. Coach Croce's adjustments for the half? Not much. Let's do what we did in the last possession of the first half. Give it to Cameron Emanuel. Easily breaks into the Eagles' territory. Cuts it across field. Figures, why not? I'll juke out all 11 of you guys and make my way into this thing they call the end zone. Now the Saxons within 5, 19-14. First play of the second half, bringing them right back into this game. How about some defense here? Justin Rodriguez, the senior, hits the quarterback as he throws it. Michael Jurado picks it off. Saxons get the ball back immediately. Fired up, ready to go, and why not? Let's hand the ball off to Cameron Emanuel. Goes off to the left side, looks like he's gonna get stopped. Or is he? Not a chance. Cuts it right back around to the other side of the field. Cameron Emanuel, all alone. He could walk into the end zone. Huge 70-yard touchdown run. Saxons lead 22-19.
Later in the third quarter, Kyle Bonham from about 10 yards out scores easily for the Eagles, now bringing them up 26-22. Both teams struggled in the fourth quarter, and a big loss for the Saxons. Cameron Emanuel leaves the game at the end of the third quarter with a neck injury, but a big stop by the defense gives the Saxons a chance with about a minute 44 left. Fourth down, George Hernandez looks to the right for a man, and the ball is batted down. Turnover on downs. Eagles are going to let the clock run right out as the Saxons lose a tough one, and they lose a great running back in Cameron Emanuel. Hopefully he comes back soon. Saxons 2-6 overall, 1-2 in conference. Reporting with the Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Fournier.
That was Mr. Ryan Fournier with those highlights. Gundo topped North 26-22. Running back Cameron Emanuel was phenomenal before exiting the game with an injury. He's doing just fine, by the way. And George Hernandez went 8 for 15 and had a total of 51 yards. Michael Rotter's 85-yard kickoff return for that touchdown was a beaut for sure. Let's travel over to the Fred Peterson Stadium at West for Bay League coverage. The Warriors are coming off an emotional loss last week with remembering Coach Peterson, but especially losing in the last minute of the game. Sports Desk reporter Sarah Pila takes us through this game against Palos Verdes.
We start after halftime in the third quarter, West trailing 21-6. Joey Notch throws a 57-yard pass to Nick Ruse. He gets past both of his defenders and puts up the 6 points for the Warriors. Next play, the 2-point conversion is good by Barry Thomas. Warriors cut their deficit, trailing by one score, 21-14. PV scores on their next drive, leading 28-14. Here they're in the red zone again, but West defense gets pressure on them, and they force a fumble. Dane Silverlake gets the recovery. 2 plays later, Notch is intercepted by the senior Sea King linebacker Jake Masser, and PV is in scoring position again. The Warriors hold them to 3rd and goal, but can't hold them this time, so Palos Verdes is in the end zone, and they lead 35-14 with 5:56 left in the third. So down 3 touchdowns, the Warriors are driving. Notch links up with Craig Nouse for the big first down reception. A few plays later, Notch connects with Nicky Ruse for another Warrior first down. And Joey Notch finds an open Craig Nouse yet again, bringing the Warriors down to the 15-yard line and another first down. 2 plays later, Notch gets to Sam Choi for the touchdown. Warriors now trail 35-21. Fourth quarter, Warriors D force the Sea Kings to kick, but the kick by Drew Knowles goes left and is no good. The cheerleaders and crowd go wild, hoping for a Warrior comeback. And comeback they start to do. Craig Nouse gets a touchdown, brings the Warriors within 1 score to tie. Under 9 minutes to play, Asanka Jayawardena sacks PV's QB Zach Fixon. Big play for West. Under 5 minutes to go, PV driving. Zach Fixon throws the ball. It's batted around in the end zone and lands in Barry Thomas's hands of West, but he takes a knee in the end zone, and Palos Verdes is awarded a safety. Ball is going back to the Sea Kings. It's a tough loss for West. They lose their 3rd in a row, 37-28.
We never gave up, man. That's the main thing. I mean, we're sad about the loss, but, you know, the first half, we couldn't figure out what their defense was doing a little. Couldn't really run the ball in the first half. Second half, we came out fired up.
We just want that victory in our league. You know, we're 0-3, but I think we can come out and pull these last 2 off.
Before this game, we came into Bay League pretty strong, 4-1, and we wanted to come in and just win our first 2 games, and it would be easier to make the playoffs that way and continue to win. But since we didn't win, it was hard to come into a game playing a very good team like PV.
Coach said to us after the game that we played a hell of a game, and we're the underdogs, and we almost came up with a win.
Tonight, our guys, I thought they competed the whole game, and that's what I was looking for. And before the game, that's what I asked them. You know, hey, can you come inside after the game and say I played hard and I played the whole game, and I think they did.
One thing about this Warriors team week after week is they never stop fighting. Even though they never led this game, they hung in there until the very last second. Reporting from Fred Peterson Stadium, I'm Sarah Pila for the Sports Desk.
Thanks, Sarah, for that lovely breakdown, and the Warriors just make some prep football mistakes. Joey Notch was showing off he's a quarterback to look out for Next season, he's a junior. He had 4 passing touchdowns. Sam Troy and Craig Nouse added to the Warrior attack. West will travel up to PV to play Peninsula for the next game.